Hello everyone, my name is Anish Rana and you're watching Kubernetes web series. Today our topic is volume. Our agenda of this video is why we need volume, what is volume, third is type of volumes. Inside this we will learn what is EmptyDir, what is host path, what is static volume and what is dynamic volume. In the last we will do the lab. Let's move to our first topic, that is why we need volume. We know that we have one cluster contain two worker nodes. In cluster, when we create a deployment, inside this replica set will be created, and this replica set will create and manage the lifecycle of pods. Further, when we expose this deployment with services, we can access the pods. Now what happens if we write anything on this container of this pod by creating some directory and files? We can access these files and directory at the container level. Let's suppose if this pod crashed, then our kubelet will create a new pod for us. But the newly pod does not have the old content what we had written on it. It means the loss of data when the container crashes. This is our first problem. Same thing, let's suppose we are sharing these files of pod 1 to other pod and this pod 1 goes down, then we cannot share those files. The Kubernetes volume abstraction solve both of these problems. First, when we create a volume on cluster and then attach this volume with the container. Now, when we write anything on this container, it actually writes on the volume. If this pod or container goes down, then replica set will create a new pod with the old configuration, and this pod is linked with the volume. It retrieve all the previous data. A good thing is that you can use this volume either in the cluster or at the cloud level, or we can use on-premises SAN, vSAN, NetApp or NFS server. Although we already know what is volume, but I would like to share the official definition of volume in the Kubernetes website. A Kubernetes volume is a directory containing which can accessed by container in a Kubernetes pod. Volume provides a plugin mechanism that connect to the containers with the persistent data storage. Let's move to our next topic, that is type of volume. Volume are generally two types, ephemeral and durable. Inside this ephemeral, we can see that this is the category with the same volume lifetime as the pod lifecycle but persists beyond container restart. It is the fastest volume solution but not durable. The should be used for temporary data or applications that do not require data persistency. The volume type under this category are EmptyDir, config map and secret. In durable, these are the volume type that outlive the pod lifecycle. It means if pod goes down, we still have the data. The lifetime is independent on the pod lifecycle but persists across both container and pod restart. Data is preserved in a category when pod crash or is deleted. In the production environment, we always use durable volume. The volume types under this category are host path, dynamic, static, EWS, block storage, Azure Disk, GCE, persistent disk, etc. Under ephemeral, under ephemeral is three types: EmptyDir, config map, and secret. In durable, we have host path, dynamic, and static. And further, dynamic, we have to create PV and PVC. PV stand for persistent volume and PVC stand for persistent volume claim. And in the static, first we need to create the storage class and then PVC. PV will create automatically.